Some people are not okay. They are just very convincing. You talk normally, you answer normally, you react normally, and people believe that everything inside you must also be normal. But what they don't see is the quiet effort behind every normal moment. The small adjustments, the careful choices, the invisible corrections, because sometimes being okay is not something you feel. It is something you maintain, like balancing something fragile that nobody else can see. Before you respond, there is a pause, not outside, inside, a small moment where you decide what version of yourself to show. You remove certain thoughts, you soften certain feelings, you organize your words, not because you are fake, but because you want the moment to stay peaceful. People think conversations are simple, but for you, every conversation has a quiet preparation, a silent editing process. No one notices, and after a while, you stop realizing how much effort that takes because it becomes normal. Normal effort, invisible effort. Sometimes what you say is not exactly what you feel, not because you are dishonest, but because real feelings do not always fit into simple sentences. So you translate, you take something complex and turn it into something easy, something acceptable, something understandable. Inside you, a long story. Outside, one short sentence, and nobody notices how much meaning was left behind. People think they know you, and in many ways they do, but they know the stable version, the composed version, the understandable version. They know the version of you that fits easily into everyday life. What they don't know is how many other sides exist. Thoughtful sides, sensitive sides, complicated sides, not dramatic, not extreme, just deeper and than what daily life allows. And sometimes you wonder what it would feel like to be known completely, not explained, not simplified, just known. There are moments when feelings rise quickly, but you study them, not forcefully, not harshly, just carefully, like holding a glass of water so it doesn't spill. Nobody sees that moment because outside everything still looks calm, and maybe that is why people believe you are naturally steady. But steadiness is not always natural. Sometimes it is practiced. Sometimes it is chosen. Sometimes it is built slowly over many years. Outside life moves at one speed. Conversations, schedule, daily routines. But inside there is another rhythm. Slower in some moments, faster in others, more detailed, more reflective, more observant, and sometimes it feels like you are living in two different timelines. The outer timeline everyone shares, and the inner timeline only you experience. And balancing both takes quite attention, the kind nobody notices. Maybe people will continue to say, "You always seem okay." And maybe you will continue to smile gently and say nothing. But something important is true. The effort it takes to stay steady is part of your story, even if nobody sees it. And maybe one day someone will notice the quiet depth behind your calm presence. But until then, remember this: just because something looks effortless does not mean it is easy. And sometimes the strongest people are simply the ones who learn how to carry their inner world with quiet grace.